Hi there, Prairie Plant Girl here. So I was out doing a few little jobs, refilling the bird feeders and things in the yard, and I could hear the sweet peas snapping their shells and dropping their seeds around the yard. So you don't want these green ones, they're not ripe, they're not ready. We'll wait till they dry, but any that are ready, I'll drop in there. Hopefully I'll get the seeds in my bucket and not all over the yard. There's another one down there. It doesn't take many to get a lot of seeds. I've really enjoyed having this one. It's right by my patio this year, and I don't normally have them planted here, and it sure smelt nice to have them right here by the patio all summer. Sometimes when they twist up like this, and this is an example here, you can see, hopefully you can see that, there's actually, the seeds are still in there. So sometimes they'll twist open, but the seeds don't actually come out. So we can still get those seeds out. I'll put that in there. So I normally deadhead the sweet peas to, because if you deadhead them and you keep picking them for bouquets and that, you'll get more and more sweet peas. But when it's getting to be mid to late summer, which it is here for us in Zone 3 in Saskatchewan, Canada, then I start to just let them leave their heads on so that they will produce seed for me. So if you don't want to collect the seed, you could just keep deadheading and they'll keep flowering for you. But we have our average last frost date is coming up in just a couple of weeks. So I want to be able to get seeds collected so I want the plants to have time to set seed before they die back. I think I got all the seeds that are left on this plant here. I mean, there's lots that are still forming and still ripening, and hopefully I'll get some of those before the plant dies. But let's look at some other plants and see if we can find some more. I'm over at another plant. This is the other one. Oh, another one just popped on its own there. This is the other place I was hearing them snap open. So I want to make sure to get these collected. I'm wrapping my hand around the dried pod to pull it off in case it snaps on me, because a lot of them are just popping right open. Who knows, maybe I'll even get some sunflower seeds collected this year. Usually it gets too wet before they're mature enough, but they bloomed early this year. So another plant that I want to collect seeds from is these Foxgloves, and I've never collected the seed off of them before, but I grew these from seed, and I really like them. These were a variety, I can't remember the name offhand, but they bloom the first year. So most Foxgloves just form that bottom rosette the first year, and then the second year they would give you the flower spike, because most Foxgloves are biennial. But this one is it comes up and flowers the first year for you, which is really nice in my climate, because I have trouble getting, not a lot of foxgloves are hardy in my climate, and I have trouble getting them to grow and flower, so I have trouble getting them to they come up the first year, give me that rosette, but then I don't get the flower spike the next year, they don't come back. So I had thought I needed to wait for these little seed heads to dry, but I was kind of playing, I don't know if you could see that. I was kind of playing with them today, and it's kind of windy out. So hopefully you can see that. But I took some, just kind of shook them, played with them today just to see. And they were dropping seed. So I don't know if you can see all that tiny little dusty brown stuff in the bottom. That's foxglove seed. They're really tiny. So I think I'm just going to snip all these seed heads I've been leaving, put them upside down in here, and try and collect as many seeds out of them as I can. See, this one I might be too late on this. It looks like it's dropped its seeds already. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's a seed head there on the top. So I don't know if they didn't form seed heads or if they've already emptied out completely, but we'll see what we can get. I'm sure I had more than 4 foxglove plants. Well, I know I had one more there that I must have deadheaded at some point and it never threw up another spike, because I don't think they do. But I can't find the rest. I'm sure I had more than this, so hopefully I'll wander and come across the rest as I'm doing this. But that's another easy plant, it looks like, to collect seed. I just was maybe a little bit too late on it. So let's see what else I can find out here. So another plant that's super easy to collect seed from is poppies. So this is the poppy seed head. And you just take it, turn it upside down, and shake it, and the seeds just fall right out. And there's lots and lots and lots in there. So some heads won't have as many, but they're really fun. You could probably break it and get more, but then you're going to get more chaff. But there's lots of seeds in there. Hopefully you can see those. And I like to just take my poppy seeds and sprinkle them out in late winter, really early spring. I just sprinkle them on the ground, and then they come up where they like. Again, I think just because I have so much mulch, maybe I don't have as much self-seeding happen, but I do sometimes have some self-sown poppies. More. That'll give me more than enough, because I think I still have some from last year. Lots of heads in there that I can get seeds from. So this is another plant that I'd like to collect seeds from this year, Salpiglossis. I've never collected seeds from it before, but I grew this from seed this year. So I'm thinking I should be able to collect the seeds and grow it from seed again next year. These plants here, I'm not seeing any dried seed heads on. Maybe one here? No. Might be one here. Let's see if it's ready. Oh yeah, it had a few in it. So it's another one of these. Just give it a little twirl and a bunch of little tiny seeds come out. So let's go, I have more in the yard. Let's go find some more with more seed heads ready. In fact, this sad little bunch of plants here took a beating in the hail, and I think they're ready. So there's one. Here's another one. Lots of seeds come out of those. So again, you know, it looks ratty, but I want these plants to set seed before they're dead for the season. I think I'll be taking these pots down soon. Another really easy plant to collect seed from is the Impatiens. Mine haven't set seed yet. I'll look. I think I have some footage of how to do that though. It's really easy. They get these neat kind of little curly, cute, I don't know, like almost like a snail or something looking thing. That's their seed head, and when you touch it, it just snaps. Oh, there might be one right here. Oh, I touched it though. So it starts out, I need a hand. It starts out as this kind of tight wound thing. When you touch it, it turns into, it kind of looks like a caterpillar. And then inside of the seeds, now I don't think this one had seeds really in it, but usually it would explode with a whole bunch of seeds. That's just one seed there. Usually it would have a whole bunch in one. But they're not setting a lot of seeds this year, and I'm just going to put that up to a wonky year. I think I have lots from last year too. Now I'd like to try and collect some Heliotrope seeds. I don't know. I've never done that. I love this flower. It smells amazing. And I have grown it from seed in the past. Looks like all I'm getting is maybe thrips off of it. Thought it looked like it had some seed heads there. So that one might be a fail. Doesn't look like I really got seeds out of it, but I know they are really, really fine. I found the seeds once and grew them from seed once, but I usually just buy the plants, and that might be what I have to do. They do smell good though. Does look like I have thrips in there, huh? So I just dumped those Heliotrope out. I don't think they had anything. Nicotiana is also quite easy to grow, to collect seeds from, and they're pretty much just like the Salpiglossis. So you get some that are germinated and dry. You can collect the seeds. Again, those I don't think were germinated at the back there. But I grew all my Nicotiana this year from seed I collected last year, and I think I might even have some seed left over. But it'd be nice to collect a bit more. The thing with collecting from seed with pretty much anything that I'm growing anyways, and I think a lot of things is they're open, they're pollinated between the species by all the different pollinators, and you don't really know what you're going to get. So like last year I collected, I think, off of all my red and kind of dark burgundy pink Nicotiana, and I have lots of varieties that are like a light pink or like a chartreuse kind of greeny yellow color, and that's just what happens when you do that. So you just don't know what you're going to get from year to year. But to me, that's kind of part of the fun of it too. So you get to save some seed and grow some plants and find out what colors you're going to get out of them. But it looks like a lot of these plants just need, maybe another week. We've had a lot of wet weather this week. Finally, we were having rain. So in this past week, we've had I think almost 4 inches of rain. And so I think the plants just need maybe some time to just dry out. We're going to get some heat now. It's like around 30 degrees Celsius today. So I think I'll let the rest of these plants just dry out a bit more, and then I'll be collecting up more seeds. And I'll show you what I wind up with at the end, hopefully here. But yeah, if you're seeing some dried seed pods in your yard, especially from annuals, but even some perennials, go and collect them up and see if you can grow them. Do some research and see what it takes to get them started in the spring. Some want to be just seeded right back again in the fall for perennials, but a lot you can save over winter in a dry, cool place and seed up in the spring so you have your own bedding plants. So thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.